Ryan, Yuna's been kidnapped. What are we gonna do?
Breaking. Here in Luca, Luna has been kidnapped.
Luna?
What is Steve going to do? Steve is not going to be playing in our Blitzball game. What are we gonna do? Here we go, Steve. Steve is running. You know,
Talking to a tiny bird.
Yeah, that bird's pretty cool. Hey, aren't you a blitzer? So the thing I don't understand. Welcome to Paj-anime presents Final Fantasy X.
Yeah. What don't you
This
understand,
is
Ryan?
episode number, I don't
9.
know, it's like the 5th, 6th, 9th, 10th.
9th.
Where am I? What is time?
I don't know, 5th, 6th. We did 5 yesterday.
The music right now is exceptionally tense, but everyone you encounter look like everything is normal. It doesn't really jive with me.
Well, they don't know what's going on, right?
Obviously, they don't know.
Us.
Exactly. So, but the thing is that you're running through settings that don't convey the tense music, so it shouldn't be tense.
Well, tense for us. We're feeling internal tension.
But I'm not, though. That's fake tension because of the music. Yes, see, now there should be tension, but now they go to battle music. What are they?
By the Al-Bhed. They are mostly vulnerable to lightning.
So, really glad that
Battle
Lulu
time.
found us, because she does
Oh, wow.
significantly more damage to these things.
Does she have a different looking Moogle?
Yeah, I switched out her weapon.
It's like a bear. It's like darker skinned. Unless it's an entirely different species, it could be.
Actually, I can look. Oh, it's a blinding Kate Sith.
It's a Sith.
Kate Sith.
Watch out.
Kate Sith was a character in what was it? In Final Fantasy VII? Final Fantasy VII.
You play it and suddenly things become even more melodramatic, as if they couldn't get already with it.
Oh,
do.
And some Gil. I can get down with that shit.
It just reminds me of like the music choice stuff. It reminds me of when the Citadel would do that in Mass Effect. I don't like it because if you're not giving me an open world where it's like a chase sequence where I'm interrupting the flow, like Hitman does it, where you interrupt the flow of everyone's day, so that if you're acting in a way that's really tense and urgent, you end up feeling that in your surroundings. You know what I mean? Like people go, "Whoa, get out! Why are you running through me?" In this, it's just like your character moves and can engage with all the characters in the environment as normal as possible. Like you could have spent time talking to every single one of those characters, and your dialogue and their dialogue wouldn't change based on the context of the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would prefer it if it was like you went up to and talked to them, and the game was like you can't talk to them. You're looking for a kidnapped person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the music's so tense, it's just like you wouldn't have time to chit chat with a penguin.
Maybe the penguin knew where she was, Ryan. We were trying to we were on a fact-finding mission.
But then the music tension isn't really at that. That's not where that should be. Have you ever seen a detective show? The tension rises. Sorry, for the scenes when they find evidence or when it's like when there's need for it. The scenes where they're doing the stakeout are just like going door to door. It's like that's every day. Anyway, it's
So they
just
don't know their
music choice.
victims. We got some big shit going on. Mari with the big dick plays.
What's up with these guys?
The same thing that was up with the last 6 of them, Steve.
Yeah, why? Also, that's like the second time you've remarked about how weird they are.
Well, at first he was like, I don't understand what's happening.
They are Magitek mechs or Magimex.
They're Machina.
Yeah, they're workers actually. Oh, come on, you are clearly against workers' rights because you're just murdering them.
They're attacking us.
I mean, how do you know they're just not just trying to get their job done? It's not their fault someone paid them to kill you.
The Al-Bhed were
Just trolling,
expecting
Kyle.
us.
It's okay.
I know. The Al-Bhed were expecting us, Ryan. The fuck?
Lance it.
Yeah. It's doing the same amount of damage as not Lancet was doing, but also it heals Kamari, so... Considering I'm missing my, my healer, I thought that was kind of important.
Yeah, it's just you just have a 3-person party right now, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have anyone you can swap to yet, because Yuna is obviously captured. And,
yeah. Yuna's the speaker, confirmed.
Waka is sucking it up out of there in the Blitzball.
Ooh, X Potion.
If you somehow manage to get back in time to Harry Potter it and win the game,
fucking win the game
really
for
mad.
them. Yeah.
I'm going. Yeah, yeah.
That would be pretty anime.
The Aurochs are keeping the score tied with some excellent defense, folks.
Doom.
We're counting up because this is European sports.
Oh, he'll feel that
Oh!
But the referee
That's
doesn't
gotta
call
hurt.
the foul. Waka's taking a real beating out there.
Of course, the ref has just got it in for Waka.
Apparently.
Still in there.
Guys,
He won't last. Waka's
you
always like that.
have things to be doing right now. Fuck the game.
I know, yeah, right?
Let's
Like,
go.
hold on, let's put the tense music for this scene. For them to casually watch the TV while they are supposedly panicking and...
Okay. Oh shit. I should have healed first. Well, I didn't do that.
Or are you going to jump onto that
Let's
boat?
go.
Okay, if you jump onto the boat, you have no way of getting back.
Also, how is Lulu keeping up? She's not dressed for this.
Maleficent power. She hovered like Peach.
Like Peach and Mario too.
Yeah, she's got the hover jump. Peach actually in any game where she has to jump, she's got the hover.
Makes sense though, right? Like,
I'm
her
pretty,
skirt fills
I'm
there
pretty
and
sure
she
her
just
character uses
umbrellas
that as
down.
like an ability even in like Mario and Rabbids and Super Mario RPG and stuff. It's just kind
Mario
of like canon.
RPG,
She could do a little...
need to ever.
I believe
but
they
she's
call it a
only doing
flutter,
combat.
not a hover, by the way, sadly, but yeah. Or no, it's Yoshi who's got the flutter. She's got the hover. Yeah, that's correct.
Alright, we got the Obliterator.
That's a
terrible
pretty
pun.
silly name.
It looks like a trigger
The
command
Obliterator.
for using a crane.
I mean, to me, this is the crane Pokemon.
Come on, move!
He's in the same family as your Voltorbs and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Like those are basically just machines, right? That's essentially that's kind of same. I mean, don't get me wrong though. His grinders could clearly do more than Pokemon damage. You could saw somebody in there. You could trap them in there, and it would be horrific. But apparently, he just shoots grenades and rockets. What?
Yeah. Well, he shot Blitzballs. Also,
What? Oh no! Now I get the pun. Oh no! I thought it was just like a Blitzerator, like he's gonna blitz you, but not
Also,
like. Oh.
this guy has.
So wait! Is he like the tennis thing? Just that shoots Blitzballs? He's like a weaponized version of that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, you know, the tennis machine or the baseball machine that shoots out balls?
Yeah. It also looks like he has.
Man.
He does like counter damage. Kamari attacked him regularly, and he hit him with a blind ball, so he can't hit again. I believe he would do the same thing if he would silence Lulu if she hit him with magic. And also, the crane's out of power, but the crane seems like it's going to be pretty useful. So I'm going to...
That was really dumb. That's a dumb attack.
It was a pretty dumb attack. First of all, I'm going to heal myself there. Second of all...
Blitzball attack.
Let's get that crane
That's
moving.
graffiti on that crane.
Lightning magic.
Yeah, I was going to say, if this is just a machine, couldn't you just use the crane?
Well, yeah, the crane was out of power, but I've hit it with lightning twice.
Obviously, yes.
So-
yeah.
Let's hope it works now.
Come on, move!
It's probably out.
Still? Fuck you. Alright, well, Lulu doesn't have any health.
Have you
so,
tried? Have you tried just hitting it? That usually makes things work in this universe.
no, that's only if it's underwater, Ryan. Come on.
Indeed.
You're being ridiculous. Okay, how many fucking times do I have to hit this thing?
That's only if it's a puzzle.
Okay,
Do-do-do-do-do.
now it looks like it's moving for realsies.
Yeah, it seems moving. Oh man. Oh shucks. Nope, it got it. Time to play the crane game. Oh no, it just auto does it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
And you have
Whip it
vetoed
into
this
the
boss
sea.
fight. Nope,
Well,
you just...
We took
Now
a
it
giant
looks like
chunk out of it,
Those look like... It looks like
and
it
did
looks like
5,000 damage.
It totally looks like a military device now. Those things look like it shoots rockets, but it probably still shoots balls. Blitzballs, that
I'm gonna give
is.
Steve the last hit.
But it's dead, is it?
Oh yeah.
These bosses don't seem to take that long. I mean, I guess if they're throwing that many of them at you,
Yeah.
they can't all be.
It ramps up,
You know.
but yeah.
Ugh. Well, it turns out you didn't need to save her. She could have just left on her own. Congrats.
Yeah, dude. We did it.
Metal Bangle. Yeah.
Elixir. All that good stuff. What's
I
that
hope you
pose?
hurt them. Hello.
Yeah, like he wasn't leaning on anything. He needed a stretch. Hey, you. He's on the ground. You look
What
both
is
ways
it?
before crossing the street. But you're.
There were these all bed that saved my life when I first came to Spira. They took me on their ship. They even gave me food. I was kind of hoping that this was the same ship. But it's not.
Why would you hope that the kidnappers would be the people who are nice
I
to
wonder
you?
if they're all gone.
What happened?
Wouldn't you hope it would be not them?
Sin came
Yeah.
up near us.
You go, fuck, I hope it's not that
I
ship.
made it out okay.
Because those guys were
but
cool,
I
but
don't know what happened to their ship.
Was there anyone called Sid on that ship?
Of course, there's always a Sid.
yeah.
I don't know. They were all speaking that Al Bed language.
I have to ask you because there's always one in a
I
Final
see.
Fantasy game.
So who's Sid?
He's my uncle, but I've never actually met him.
Mm-hmm. Wait. So that means you're Al Bed too, Yuna?
On my mother's side, yes. Sid is my mother's brother.
That's how
He
uncles
became
work.
distant after my mother married.
Yeah, thanks.
But she told me to seek him out if I ever needed help.
You're worried he was...
Don't tell Waka about Yuna's lineage. The thing about Waka, he never had much love for the Albed.
Whoa!
He hates them, in fact.
I gotta tell Waka.
No!
Thought I
Don't
told
tell
you
Waka
not
this
to
thing.
tell
I gotta
Waka.
tell Waka. First
The
response.
game! Oh,
Okay, now it's fine that they're
The
concerned
game.
about the game. Why are you doing the jog again?
Who? He's gotta use the washroom.
Also, yeah, fucking, okay. Lulu. Okay, I'll buy Lulu can magic cast the TV thing up because she does magic. I'll buy that.
Okay.
Alright, 30 seconds left, Ryan.
Seconds left. The Aurochs
Gel's
are
holding. Let's
launching
do
an
it.
all-out
Wait,
offensive.
why did you just send your defense forward on a tie game? This is a terrible plan.
Yeah, he pulls the goalie.
No, the goalie's still in net, but he pulled the defense up
No, I was using a reference
to hockey.
doing
Yeah.
hockey, yeah.
But this is still a terrible plan.
Oh, uppercut.
Oh!
Okay. And somehow he's gonna score on the last shot. Well, at least you didn't.
2
save the
seconds
day.
left.
Apparently, out of nowhere, Waka stops jobbing.
The Aurochs win the match 3-2.
Ryan, we
And
won
then
our
he
first
dies.
game.
That's it. Waka's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, he's basically like Eris.
We won!
Or Aerith.
You didn't win
did it.
shit.
We're in the finals.
We.
You didn't do
What's
shit
this
either.
we shit?
Well, we taught them that shot, so, you know.
If it was Chapu, he'd still be standing.
Damn.
Well,
Hey,
fuck Chapu.
Aren't you being just a
Well, he's dead,
little
Ryan, don't-
unfair?
Excuse me?
No.
I know
The
I
tone.
can never take Chapu's place. You're
But-
the one who told Waka that, right, Lulu?
You were eavesdropping on that conversation, you
Waka
idiots.
would ever try to take Chapu's...
He just admits that to her
You
right
don't
now.
want to finish that sentence.
Shit.
Lulu does not give a fuck.
Maybe you should stop talking to her, Steve. I don't think you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite character yet, by the way, of the 5 that we have so far?
I mean, I don't know.
No?
I'd
Okay.
have to think about it.
I think that as an adult, Lulu might be my favorite character. When I was like a young kid, it was Steve. And then when I got
Oh,
older, it was a
man.
character that we don't have yet.
Steve has some okay moments that are of
I was
inflection
10, keep in mind.
right now, but for the most part,
Yeah, no,
I
fuck.
don't like any of his interactions with Yuna.
Yeah, that's fair.
their dialogue is bad. I don't know if they're trying to sell that they have chemistry, but it comes to me across the opposite.
Yeah.
Like their conversations are Rose and Raiden levels to me.
Well, I mean, Quentin Flynn was obviously. Oh, we picked up one of those Albed things, so we can understand some of their language now. We know what a letter means.
Yeah. Because this is apparently No Man's Sky.
Yeah. Hey, man, they did it first, okay? Give them a break.
It's not about doing it first or anything. It's just, yeah.
No Man's Sky.
Weird to be picking up interactions throughout the game that help you with communicating with a faction.
Well, like, you see, like, none of the stuff the Albed
Or
said...
NPCs. It's not always just about cutscenes.
The game starts in a few minutes.
Shit, the game gets to start again, but Waka, he can't do it. Letty, you gotta do it on your own. It's certainly not Waka, my favorite character either, so I don't know.
No, definitely not. I think Lulu is mine.
Miss me?
I don't mind the Brutalitops, the...
Yeah, well, he hasn't talked yet.
Kamiri.
Lady Yuna.
Kamiri.
He's fine.
Lady Yuna.
All this
He hasn't
because
said
of
much,
me.
but he's different to
He has literally said nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He has not said a word.
I thought he responded to those guys at the bar.
No, he just looked at
You
them
let
and
some
punched one.
Albed kidnap you.
He literally has not spoken a word.
Hey,
I love how he
go,
just gets
right?
mad at her for getting kidnapped. Thanks, Waka.
Don't go near Albed anymore, okay?
I mean, I don't like Yuna either, but I mean, that's just
Well,
a
no,
weird
but Waka's
response.
racist AF. He hates the Albed. And, you know, Steve having just found out that she's half Albed, like, yo.
How could you let yourself get kidnapped? That's still a weird...
Like, don't fuck around with the Albed anymore.
I'm aware, but yeah, it's just
Yeah, it was a weird way to say it.
when someone does something horrible, you don't, yeah. But anyway.
Alright. We're just gonna go ahead and...
We're gonna hook up with the team here.
The camera
You're
does
gonna
a
have to
weird
take
thing.
Waka's place. Yeah, what's happening with the camera? There we go.
Did the controls change, like, mid-thing, so it's like, yeah.
The game starts soon.
Just so you
No
could walk
time
up
for
and trigger a
warm-ups.
cutscene.
Ready?
Alright.
Let me at him.
All right.
Let me at him. Are you gonna actually have to? I love how it gave you this long tutorial list for Blitzball, and you didn't even actually end up playing
I got
Blitzball
something
yet.
to tell you, boys.
Yeah, you do play this game, though.
So if you would have spent the time reading that, yeah. But if you would have
After
spent the
this
time
game,
reading that, you would have expected following reading
retiring.
that to play Blitzball. But that's you fought a boss even before that.
Well,
promised
you were
myself
expecting to
this would be my
play, and then
last
it was like,
tournament.
oh shit, Yuna got kidnapped.
Win or
I know,
lose.
but that's
I'm quitting Blitzball.
that's not
You know.
how you do that.
Since we're here, we might as well win.
Yeah. Oh, they did mention it earlier, but I'm not sure if, you know, there's a 6-team league, right? So we got seeded in the first round. This is the finals.
I'm
Just from
warming
that
the
win?
bench.
Yeah, because we got seeded,
He's
right? 2
taking
teams
my
would.
place.
Oh,
And
so
then-
we got a bye to the finals?
Yes.
All right, boys, let's win this one.
Well, no, we got a bye to the
Let's make the
semifinals,
best.
and then Waka won the
Let's
won the
play.
match in the semifinals. So now
What
we're
about the first match? I thought that's what Waka won.
Waka won the first match, but we didn't have to play in the quarterfinals because
I saw you
there's only
floating
6
there.
teams.
Yeah, so
On
we're
the
not in the
sphere.
finals then we're in
Yes,
the
we are.
semis.
No, we won the. Waka's first match was the
You weren't
semifinals.
supposed to see that.
Oh yeah, I guess now there's only 2 teams left. Yeah, okay, sorry, that's fair. So the first match is the semis. That's all. There's
Well,
just no
there was a
quarterfinals.
round before that the Aurochs did not play in.
You really
No, because if it starts with
gave
6,
it
wouldn't
your
everyone
all,
play?
didn't you?
In the quarterfinals, no, that would need 8 teams. What?
All right, boys, what are we gonna do?
What? If you have 6 teams, each
Yes.
team plays a match. That's 3 matches.
Waka.
No, okay. It's a tournament bracket. So
Yeah.
there were 2 matches. I don't know how to explain this without drawing it.
This is it, folks. In just a few
There was a
minutes,
quarterfinal
the
where 2
championship
games
game.
happened. Team A played Team B, Team C played Team D. The winner of those matches went to the semifinals, where 2 teams who had not played yet were also.
How
in the
can there be a
semifinals.
team D?
But who could have imagined a championship
I'll put a
game
diagram up
between
for anybody who
these
gets
two teams?
confused
No,
in
if there's
post.
6
Our
teams,
legendary Luca Goers going against
shouldn't there be
the
6?
horrendously
If there's 6
ill-fated
teams, there's 3
Basane
matches,
Aurochs.
right? To start
This
the
looks
tournament.
Like history in the
A match
making, Baba.
between each of them. Correct?
No, it's not like a round robin or anything like that. There was a semifinals
no,
or a
not
quarterfinals.
even a round robin. Then what you're saying is 2 people got buys, even though they could have
Yes.
played.
2 teams
That doesn't
got
make
buys.
sense.
Because they're on opposite sides of a bracket.
So so there's 2 3-team brackets.
No,
Yeah, that's what you're
No.
fundamentally saying. There's 2 3-team brackets. 1 team in each bracket gets a bye, and then the other 2 face off, right?
yeah, okay, yeah, that is what I'm saying.
That's more confusing than just doing it with 6 people. But anyway, that's yeah.
Yeah. Well, in normal tournaments do this when
I
there's a reason
don't
for
think.
seeding.
I just. Yeah. No, I understand the seeding you're saying. I just don't think that they call it to quarters in that instance, because I'm pretty sure you need at least 8 teams to have quarterfinals. I'm pretty sure at that point it just goes from 7.
So they do this.
There's only going to be 2 rounds. There's the first round, a bye, and then the second. Well, no, because I guess you have a second round that determines.
Yeah, and then the finals.
No, because
There's still
you
3
don't
rounds.
have a bye in the second round because you have 2 byes at the first round. So you have 2 winners. So then you have 2 more rounds after that. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just weird to do
They
a bye
do-
in the first round when you have an even number of teams.
Well, they
you
do-
could just do a bye again in the second round. That anyway.
They do this in like the North American LCS, but that's because there's 6 teams in the playoffs. But the first and second teams
Anyway.
have earned a bye in the regular season. Also, we're playing Blitzball.
Enough with the logistics.
So,
now you would
face-off
finally
goes-
be able to play Blitzball.
Face-off goes random. Oh shit!
Do you
didn't-
control everyone or just yourself?
Okay, so I'm gonna leave it on this for a second.
It's turn-based. It's turn. Okay,
It's
so
not
you don't
turn-based.
actually
No.
physically.
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
turn-based. It was set to auto because I hadn't
Yeah, you
booted up
never
the
showed
game
me any
before.
of the controls, so.
Right. So I'm just gonna do this from here. On defense, everything's done automatically. I have no control when we're on defense. When on offense, I only control the player with the ball, and then everything's done based off of stats. So using moves and moving costs you HP when you have the ball. You see, like Letty's got his stats up there. If you run out of HP, you can still do things. It's just like you have reduced effectiveness, and then you have stats that will show based off of different things. So endurance is how many people you can break through in tackles. Passing is how far you can pass the ball. Shooting obviously is shot. Things will succeed if there is still a number left at the end of it, and will fail if there's not. So like, you have to make sure there's at least a 1 left. If you're shooting and the number goes down to 0, the shot will not go in.
Okay.
When there are things that are trying to impede you, people trying to tackle you, people trying to block passes or shots, they have like a block stat or a tackle stat, and they will. It's not like a generic it's always like a 7 or whatever. It'll move anywhere from 50% to 150%, so there's a little bit of variance. But you can do all these choices. Like there's like a menu that'll pop up anytime you do something. So I'm gonna try to.
And it seems like you could have actually set move to auto there.
Well, it actually defaulted to... Fuck me, how do I... Okay, it's square. Yeah, so, like, I gotta try to break through Abus. Or I can not break and just try to pass. Abus has an attack stat of 3 and a block stat of 1.
So you wouldn't have been able to go around him?
No, because when you stop to do an action, if there's someone in range, they'll get into range to block you. So
Okay.
I'm going to break through him, because even if he hits 150%, there's no way he can stop me. And then I'm going to pass afterwards. It's going to cost me a little bit of health. And it'll let me pick, so like, he tackled, he did his 3, and then I'm going to pass to Steve. And then I'm going to get as far in as I can.
Okay, so they chase you.
Yeah.
So they get close to you.
And this is going to be pretty hard to actually get a shot off here, if at all, because Balgerda could potentially stop me from going, and I'm definitely not going to be able to get through Grav. So I'm just going to try to break past Balgerda and deal with Grav afterwards, and hope that it works. I'll take my shot. So yeah, didn't hit me with 100% effectiveness there. Probably this is not going to go in, because... Oh, maybe it will. If he blocked it, he would have knocked that shot down quite a bit. And
Goers!
there was a
Top
thing
cheese.
left. Yeah, we did it. We did the thing, Ryan.
You scored.
I did.
Is that all you needed to do?
Well, I mean...
So this isn't the finals.
This is the finals.
Okay.
It's not
so
the first to
he
1
won
point.
the semis. He won the semis, is what you said.
Waka won the semis. Also, Steve's
Because you guys got a bye in
defense
the
stats.
first round.
Yes.
Which, so the seeding was randomized?
Yeah, because there's no tournament beforehand.
Because I was gonna say it seems really silly that the team got a bye in the first round.
Yeah, it was randomized because they're opening the season, so they don't have any stats to go off of.
Yeah, that's never won a game. And apparently never won a round, so apparently they never even have randomized got a bye before.
Well, no, yeah, actually that's exactly what that means.
That's what they said, so that has to mean that, yeah.
Okay, so this
winning
is
a round by getting a bye. That's
Oh, I still have to do the pass.
Gross.
That sucks. I'm just trying to do some zone defense now because,
They're about to score?
well, no, I have
No,
the
he's
ball,
back in
but
his own
I
net.
just
Sorry, I thought.
we're
Oh,
we're
okay,
ahead.
sorry,
I don't
I
want to
thought
fucking
this-
ruin this shit for me. But my defenders do not have great passing stats because you know they are better at tackling.
Letty.
Letty's got very good passing stats.
I mean, your team should, if the game is being accurate, your team should suck at everything. Because they've never won a game until now.
But they didn't have anybody who's good at shooting before, but they've got Steve now.
Technically, they actually won a game without you. All they needed was you tell them to think about winning instead. It's weird that that changed their entire perspective.
Hey,
Now
Ryan.
they're good.
Anime.
Indeed. Everything can be changed with just a little belief.
Yeah.
Break to grab.
His blocking's pretty good. I'm just gonna take the chance and try to get the pass afterwards. No. Okay, so he got the ball. So
Roundhouse kick, and he stole it.
this is minorly problematic. They're probably going to score here because I think, yeah, just Bada's in range.
Get that pass.
His passing's very good, and we didn't even get the block in. Oh shit! No, we can't get scored on by fucking. Okay, yeah, he didn't get the stop. I think that we're gonna get scored on here.
By Ryden of all people.
Yeah, fucking Ryden. Yeah.
Ooh. Ryden versus Steve. The rivalry of who's the whiniest.
I mean, they're the two who have scored so far, so.
Nobody wins. All right, Letty, let's see it.
I'm trying to drag people away from Steve so that I can pass to Steve and he can get a clear shot to the net.
So I can totally see why this minigame didn't really catch on to some people.
Oh, yeah.
And
Because
maybe
it's
why
math.
it did for others. Yeah, sort of math. It's also just kind of boring.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, that's the thing. There's all these things happening, but, like, there's no flair to any of it. Like, when you shoot and score, you just get, like that block there, right? Like, so when you scored, there's no fireworks. There was no, like, your character didn't do, like, a flash or a pose or, like, I'm sure there's probably some dramatic moments, like cutscene moments with it, but in the game itself, it'd be nice if there was a little more, yeah.
Yeah. So they'll get, like, a hand on it if it doesn't go down to 0, but they'll, like, full-on catch it if it will.
Also, like, the break in the action to do the decisions for the action commands.
Yeah, it's a little bit janky, right?
2001. Yeah, it'd be like, I honestly think if they would have went for like a Rocket League or Hacksball equivalent, which obviously aren't things yet by the time this game came out, that it probably would have made for maybe a more arcadey, but certainly a more fun experience. Especially if it's something that the game wants you to grind. I'm assuming you get benefits for grinding.
Yeah, and like there's a tournament too. This is the only time they ever force you to do it in plot, but yes, you are absolutely.
It's not exclusively our JRPGs or Square. Holy shit! Did you ever get close?
Yeah, you can do that, but obviously this is not
in my
happening.
mind, though, in my mind, when you swam up there before they all suddenly came in front of you, you had time to shoot.
Yeah.
So.
I was just killing time. We're at halftime.
I don't understand. So. Can you just? Do you have to kick it? Can't you throw it?
No. Throwing is for passing.
That's a weird
rule. Shot is always kicking. I mean,
that's a weird rule.
It's just less effective. You get more power in a shot.
Yeah, but when you swum in right there, you could have just easily just fucking hucked it in.
Anime.
Yeah. Well, it's not a real sport for reasons.
Yeah. So you get experience from doing things. Steve has more health, endurance, passing, and shot now.
Oh, sorry. What I was saying was just that it's not just JRPGs that are known for long-form, grindy mini-games inside their RPGs. BioWare had a lot of them. All the old, like, KOTORs and the Knights of the Old Republic stuff. They had, like a... It's like a chess equivalent, sort of, you know, like a weird... And sometimes they had, like, a weird gambling card game thing. You know, people always got something.
All right, hustle.
All right, hustle.
Yeah, so here we actually get to do
usually they're not very
stuff.
good until Yakuza. Yakuza was just like, hey, what if these were also good? And I was like, hey, that's like a cool idea.
Ryan?
Also, Yakuza's unique ones. Jack Shot, you got the Jack Shot.
Yeah, so you have to get to level 3 before you can use abilities, which Steve started at level 2 and everyone else was level 1. Steve is now level 3 from that sweet goal. And,
I don't know how committed I need to get because you said you're not playing much more than the
probably,
Blitzball
like,
than you have to.
I enjoy it, but not, like, I don't think it's... If there's, like, a really good perk for it, like, I'll do it. Do any of these guys have abilities I give a fuck about? I mean, I guess I'll get one of the defenders to mark on the guy with tackle ability. Oh.
Bada, Keitha, Jasu, Letty, Dado, Steve. You're the only one. You sit out. No Waku.
Yeah. So, yeah, you get to put people in position because you can have like subs and things later, and you can decide like where they're going in or whatever. But
Blitz off.
yeah. So this is my surefire. Let's get a goal strategy: is drag everyone as far away from Steve as possible.
Yeah, you went to halftime, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
How long are the quarters or the intermissions?
5
or
minutes.
halves or whatever they are? Okay. There's only 5 minutes?
Yes.
That's it? Okay.
All right. So Steve has this really cool
Relatively
thing
short.
where with the jack shot, and I'm only gonna be able to get one of these off, and this is probably close enough. I'm just gonna do it. Where I can spend a lot of HP to knock a person out with the ball. You can knock up to 2 people out, and then
Then
get
he
your
does
shot.
then he does the skill shot. Spinning anime shot. Bend it like Beckham.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It wasn't even. I love how the camera shot of it showing going towards the net. It wasn't headed that direction at all.
It always goes in that corner. every
that's
goal.
Lame. That's lame.
It is.
That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
So it's not really a game, is what you're saying.
I mean, it is. It's just stats.
I mean, yeah, but it's a statistical chance you score, not based on you aiming or getting in position
Nope,
or.
not at all. Also, this is
Which,
always going to go
yeah.
through Steve's attacks. Not great.
But then it doesn't tell you your percentages, so it's like if you were playing XCOM. But
Well, no,
instead
you
of
know
without
it's
knowing
you know it can go anywhere between 50 and 150 of their whatever. So like,
No, but how likely is the shot to go in? What determines that math? You never get any indicator on screen if that shot is going to go in or not, right?
if the number goes down to
zero.
0,
Let that in.
yeah, if the number goes down to 0, it goes, or it won't go in, and if it stays above 0, it will.
Yeah, but how come the eject shot went in?
Because it didn't go, like he still had a 5 left on the number afterwards or whatever. These guys are just gonna let me fucking do this. I'm just gonna do this. I don't think.
What? No, but I'm talking about the goalie, not the defender.
Yeah. So the goalie has a catch stat.
Okay. So you still needed enough health then to shoot it to make it go in? What?
My shot stat.
So then, provided someone gets in position and has enough shot stat on their player,
Yeah, like I have
they can
11. He's got an
guarantee
8
themselves
catch
to
stat.
score.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I did
So
it
that
again.
so you're telling me, wait? So there was I thought there was a chance you could stop that. He said.
There was a chance he could stop that. He just didn't.
Well, okay. What determined that?
Okay.
What was the
so when I went in with my shot, my shot stat was 11.
right? Or no,
His
it was
ca-
8. It was.
Well, it
11,
went down to
I
8
thought,
because
yeah.
it travels through like the water. The further it has to go, the less likely it is to go in. His catch stat was 8.
Okay.
So he's going to knock off a number between 50% and 150% of 8. After he does that, if it is 0, he stops the shot. If it's higher than that,
What do you mean he's going to knock off a number?
he's gonna. So his catch stat will reduce that number when it has to go through him as a barrier, as the goaltender.
So wouldn't it reduce it based on the number of his catch stat?
Yes, that's what. But it's between 50% and
But
150% of his catch stat.
So it might not. Oh, so it's random, to a
Yes.
degree. So it's yeah.
There's
so
a range
even
to
though,
it, though. Like,
yes, well, sort of, because technically he could roll 0, or the lowest, which would
hang
be
on.
1,
I'm
right?
getting a phone call, and it's the second time. I think it's from
Okay.
Alex, but just give me 1 sec.
I think you might be able to pause it.
Hey, where
Oh,
is that
shit.
player going?
Steve's leaving the field.
He's
Indeed,
leaving the
we-
spear pool.
yeah.
He may be injured.
He's leaving the spear pool. I totally understand Blitzball now. At least the kicking and the scoring.
Yeah. Yeah, and like if you take a shot when there's people there, their block stat will reduce it as well, like making it easier for
And
the goalie.
Blitzball was made by the same people who made Mario Party, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh shit, dude! It's not that
you
bad.
could win, or you could lose.
I mean, I'm winning
To
from
be
skill
honest,
right now.
I did kind of feel left out.
It's a
Yeah.
game of skill,
But-
Ryan.
It really was the Aurochs and Waka show after all.
Wait, you can't say I feel left out when you chose to leave the celebration. You made
Yeah.
a conscious
I
decision.
wonder what's happening. The crowd is going wild.
He leaves. Everyone's like, shit, we all got to leave all of our priorities behind us. We got to be like our hero.
Oh, it's Waka.
Oh,
He's
no, they're
back
cheering
on
for
the
Waka.
field and ready to go.
Well, we don't need him, do we? The game's over.
Well, it's his retirement match. No, there's 2 minutes left.
Jesus, but you guys are up like 4-2.
We're up 3-1.
Whatever.
But this would have
I knew you
happened
were up by 2
regardless.
goals.
We could
I
be
know.
down by 9. It could be a tie game.
Wait, so we're gonna have to watch this? Because are you allowed to lose this game?
Yep, you can lose this game.
Oh, okay, so it could be 9-0, and Walker comes back, and it still doesn't matter, and you still get your
And
ass
everyone
kicked,
still
okay.
gets excited, and we get the Waka music.
But you're gonna win now, because it's very unlikely they score 2 with 2 minutes left.
Well, I've seen it
Unless
happen.
you tank it up.
The 2-man breakthrough for a pass, like
Dude, there's
yeah,
3
he
there.
only did 3
Oh.
there. Yeah, but he's only going to try to break through 2 of them, and then he's going to pass, and like a 2 block on his 14
Ooh,
pass
does
doesn't even get it.
Does your endurance recharge?
It's just like a stationary thing there. Your health doesn't, but like okay, this is a ambitious shot.
It could still go in though.
It could. But yeah, you see like that shot goes down the further it has to travel, which
Yep.
Makes sense. Why would you pass it to the one guy who was not open?
So their catch skill never goes down, right? It's always whatever it is.
Yeah. That's just that's like their stationary. Like that's the only
It's like
stat that really
passive,
matters
yeah.
for a goalie because it's like you're the goalie.
I'm gonna be honest. That seems to be the only stat that actually really matters in the game because if they can catch it and prevent you from scoring,
I
then
mean,
you will
like
not
your
score.
tackle skill makes it like more important. Your attack skill, your attack, I guess, is what it's.
I mean, yeah,
called. Your
it
shot
gives you a
matters.
better chance against the goalie, but at
Passing
the end
skill
of the day,
matters.
you could have a shit chance against the goalie and Dan Reichert and just crit. You know what I mean? He could just
Yes.
get fucking wreck him. He could crit fail essentially.
But if you
equivalent.
might not be able to get into that position if you just like can't handle their tackle or whatever. I'm also just
True.
gonna. Waka's gonna get his 1 shot.
But I'm saying like, you also could just get in a shitty position and shoot it, and still it could
Yeah.
sometimes it could make its way in somehow. Special shot. Of course it goes in.
Anime. Now we're just stomping these fools.
Yeah, Jesus. This team that couldn't win it, they didn't need you.
Well,
We got this.
I scored the first 3 goals, Ryan. Like, come on.
Yeah, but you literally were watching the first game they played on another television. Oh wait, they glitched into each other. That was weird. Action pass.
Waka was not
sidekick you,
stopping
and He's
that
gonna
one.
keep the ball.
Team.
That suddenly we're there. If only you guys swam that fast the whole time.
Oh, Jazu, no, you fucked up.
He shoots. Time's up.
Oh, you should have shot
It's not
earlier.
like NBA. Doesn't matter if he gets the shot off before.
It's like hockey.
As soon
To,
as the
to be
time's
fair,
up, it's
that,
over.
that,
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
like
same in
hockey.
hockey.
Yeah, that's not NBA. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Dado, Bada, Keepa. The team.
Keepa's kind of a shit name for a goalie. Also, now his catch stat is 6.
No, what are you talking about? It's the best name.
I think it's really dumb.
What?
Unbelievable!
It's brick wall
The
levels.
Aurochs win, folks.
Also a dumb
6-1
name.
for the record book.
No, because in soccer, they're called goalkeepers.
Yes, I understand. He's the keeper.
Keeper, goalkeeper. No, I'm telling you. That's
All right.
next. That's woke shit. If you like stupid Matt
Woke
Hardy
like
stuff,
Matt Hardy?
then that's on the same levels. It's on the same levels of quote unquote woke.
All right. Well, this is version 1.0 of
Oh god.
That's
Save your
Paj-anime.
current- Also, Blitzball looks kind of dull.
it. Yeah, it kind
Gonna
of
throw
is.
it out.
Hence why I'm not like I enjoy doing it on my own, but I don't think it makes for very good for a feature. So,
Yeah, we probably won't play many, but we'll probably play more than what we've just played. I'm sure we have to play more story for this game.
for the story, you
purposes
don't
anyway.
have to, but there are.
Oh,
certain
really? That's
rewards that might be
literally
worth
it.
Yep.
You're
That's all
telling me
you're
that there's a
required to.
30-minute tutorial for Force gameplay that takes
Well, you-
less than time than the tutorial.
You can skip the tutorial though. So.
Well, sure, but if you were wanted to get into it, if you were think
Yeah.
about when this game came out. When it came out, if you just sat down and were like, "Hey, I'm going to go through that tutorial," to then find out that you only needed to engage with that feature for less time probably than it takes to get through the tutorial is a little weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not that I'm complaining that they should have forced you to engage in more. It's just
Yeah.
it lessons in game development. If it takes that long to explain it, maybe it's not.
You
ready,
can go pretty
you know?
deep with Blitzball, but yeah, it's done. Anyways, we'll call this episode here because some shit's about to happen.
That's true. You can play it. You can play it outside. But,
Yeah. So thank you
want
for,
to,
thank you for
Blitzball.
joining us for Paj-anime, everybody.
Final Fantasy X. We've
Yeah.
been playing it. We
have
are
been.
playing it. And Blitzball.
See you guys then.
Scores.